Mr. Baldwin, congratulations on your appointment as DA.
Well, thank you. Did anybody leave a forensic report for me to pick up here?
No one mentioned anything to me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go down to the lab and check on it.
Oh, not a good idea. The lab technician's on lunch break.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just hang out and get a little work done.
No problem. The lab is 3 floors down.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Valfrey to neurosurgery. Dr. Valfrey to neurosurgery. Nurse Gaddy, report to Dr. Cochran in emergency. Nurse Gaddy, report to Dr. Cochran in emergency.
What in the world are you doing with that?
Are you ready, Angel?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Do it.
Yes?
Teresa.
Oh my God.
Laura Weber?
Hey, Bobby, what are you doing here?
I work here. Your turn.
Oh, I came by to pick up a report and nobody was around. And is there any light that you don't look good in?
Scott, you are standing here holding a skull.
Oh, that, yeah. You know what? It was sitting there and I picked it up and I don't know why, because it gives me the willies. You know what I'm realizing, though?
What?
I miss you, Bobby. Give me...
What? Don't you dare touch me until you wash your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I gotta go.
Okay. All right, well, listen, I'll see you later.
Hey, yeah, you can come by later if you like. Is Luke and Laura probably gonna be off following up on that lead that I gave them?
What lead?
I found out some information on that missing nurse, Teresa Carter. I'll see you later.
Dr. Alfrost,
You remember me? You look almost the same, Laura. What are you doing here? And how did you find me?
This is my husband, Luke Spencer. May we come in?
I haven't heard why you're here.
I know this must seem very odd, us just popping out of the blue like this, but I need some information from you.
About what?
About the night that I walked in on you and my stepfather, Rick Weber, in the room over the garage. Please, I need to know exactly what happened that night.
You know what happened. You were there.
No, I blocked it out. I need help retrieving the details. I need someone to fill in the gaps for me.
It's in the past. Leave it there.
Please, Teresa.
I don't want to remember that night. And neither, for that matter, should you.
Miss Carter, I'm sorry if this is inconvenient or uncomfortable for you. But my wife needs answers, and we're going to get them. Now, we won't take up much of your time, and you're perfectly welcome to call the police. If you'd like to bring them in on this, that would be fine with us. Thank you.
I'm sorry to force myself on you like this, Teresa, but I just don't have any other choice.
I have a home now, a family. I have a job as a counselor for troubled teenagers.
Well, then you should be able to understand me then. I am tortured by these flashes of memories that I just don't understand.
Rick should be able to fill in the gaps. Why not ask him?
I have.
What did he say?
He begged me not to go looking for you. He begged me to leave it in the past. But I just can't do that.
Miss Carter, what happened the night of that storm? What is it that Laura saw that was so traumatizing that she's made herself forget? Just tell her. She's not going to sue you or cause you any trouble at all. She just wants to close this chapter so she can get on with her life.
Please, Teresa, help me.
Okay. I'll tell you. Rick had broken off the affair, but I refused to accept it. I did insane things like following your mother, calling your house at all hours. You may not remember this, but I rang your doorbell one time and you answered.
I do remember.
Rick didn't want anything to do with me, which only amped my desperation to change his mind. I came to the house one night and I found Rick alone in the kitchen. I threatened to create a big scene that would wake up the whole house if he didn't hear me out. So, Rick steered me up to the attic over the garage.
And? Please, Teresa, tell me.
I did my best to seduce Rick. I had myself convinced I could win him back. I pushed him down on the chaise. And when Rick tried to stop me, I went crazy. And just then you walked in. The second I saw his face, I knew I had lost him. And before I could stop myself, I grabbed whatever was heavy and took a wild swing at Rick, and you jumped in and tried to protect him, and he started trying to get me under control. You became hysterical. And then your boyfriend showed up.
What did you try to hit Rick with?
I don't remember the nearest thing. Your boyfriend couldn't calm you down, so Rick gave you a sedative, a shot.
And you were still in the room when Rick gave Laura the shot.
I was pretty hysterical myself. Then Rick grabbed my arm and virtually dragged me down the stairs.
Was that the last time you saw Laura? After you left the attic and went down the stairs?
Yes. Except when I glanced back up at the attic window just before Rick dragged me out the gate, she was standing at the window staring down at me. That was also the last time I saw Rick. I didn't even go back to work. I woke up the next morning and knew I needed help, so I left town and I got it. I have a new life. I am not the same person. I don't want to remember that night ever again.
Thank you very much, Teresa. I realize that that was very difficult for you.
My husband will be home soon. Will you please go?
Yes, of course. Thank you again.